Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Hey, yeah, let's start again, man. YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Doucouré. Now, it is his first season. We have to remember that was once said about Kante. It's his first season. I don't want to be overrating players, but I've fallen in love with Abdoulaye Doucouré. I hope I've said his name correctly, of Watford. Ironically, just down the road from Arsenal. Our training grounds are next door. So if you ever want to sign for us, come on, my bro. You just got to go next door. It's not a long medical. You can go home and have your jerk chicken and rice. But on the reals, falling in love with the guy, man. It's his first season, I've already said. But when you look at his stats and stuff, you see a decent player. I mean, in the French top flight, 75 appearances, 12 goals, 13 assists. This is a defensive mid, and this is before I even go in to speak about what we actually want him for. He got 16 in 92 at Rennes. He's got 8 already at Watford. So that shows a defensive mid that could chip in. Arsenal's midfielders do not score enough goals, apart from Ramsey's getting back with that. And Ozil last season, I can't fault a man if he got double figures. But on a general basis, I don't believe we look threatening scoring in midfield at all. Like, I don't really see it. Like, there's no... I believe some of our midfielders should be returning 10 goals. He's already got 8 for Watford, 7 in the Prem, so he looks like he can get 10. He can play box. If you ask me what he is, he's more box to box, but he can play defensive mid. His strengths are clearly his engine, retrieving the ball, his positional play. He's a very good team player. He's a decent tackler and winning the ball. These are the things we need. I wouldn't necessarily... He is physical, but I wouldn't say he necessarily relies on his physical attributes, because he's got the technical quality to match. He can bring the ball forward. He is what we need, to be honest with you. Personally, I believe if we bid 20 million, question marks could be asked of Watford. I know in this day and age it's a bit mad, and they're in talks to ask him of a new deal. But 20 million, ironically, a fee that could have been played for Ndombele in the summer of Lyon, from the team he joined before Lyon. But come on, his contract's up in 2020. They've lost Marco Silva, which he actually liked as a manager. His contract's up in 2020, like I've said. Bid 20 mil, opening bid. See what's saying. More to the fact, these are the sort of players I believe scouts should do their jobs. These sort of players should be found before anything, really, before it comes to playing 20 mil. There's no excuse for not finding competent players. Some of my Chelsea fans supporting friends who followed Bogger when he was at loan at Rennes have actually said that this guy, they thought this guy was going to be 30. Obviously, hindsight, everybody's a genius, but yeah, I weren't watching him. But this is why I say scouts do your job, and he was in the French league. He's a French/Mali international, so which begs the question: we're a club with certainly under Wenger's tenure, of French origin, or with a high French influence, that have served us with winning leagues, and more recently with some substantial investments in regards to the French league that we've made throughout the whole time at Arsenal. So how did this one go under our noses? Same way Kante, Lemar, all of these guys, you're telling us you knew them at 14. Where is he? Where is my man? This guy could be a very good signing for us. He's 25 years of age as well, so he's got his best aspects ahead of him. Wages, 70 mil or so. He won't break it, but you got to give him a decent cake. He could be more affordable, especially because we're looking like it's another season of Europa League. We're going to get less money. The club's going to tell you that, despite us being less rich. So this is a different sort of target. He's been capped from France youth level to under 21s. I'm not too sure if he's played for Mali's national team. I should have looked at that, admittedly, guys. But we should get him. Spurs are linked with him, so Pochettino clearly sees... I don't know if it's true. If it is true, I'd like to think Pochettino clearly sees how certain he is. He's got a work ethic. He's humble and disciplined. If you're humble, you will work for your team. He doesn't believe he's better than he is. That's what you need, people that are just consistent and work. Yes, he's made mistakes. I'm so sure he made some criminal mistakes in a couple... Was it against United in the 4-2? He must have made a mistake in that. There's been a couple times, I can't remember specifically when he's made mistakes, so I don't want to paint him as someone that's perfect, because no footballer is, unless you're Messi, but... What he has done, he played all right in the 4-2 defeat against Chelsea, and he played all right in their 4-1 in their victory against Chelsea recently, if I remember rightly. He played all right in the 3-3 against Liverpool. He done very well in the 2-1 against Arsenal. He played decent in the 4-2 already, like I said, United, but I'm so sure that was a game he made mistakes. He showed up in the 1-1 against Spurs. And yeah, man, that shows you someone that likes to stand up to be counted in big games. Arsenal, we have a lack of that. You saw on Saturday, no one really standing up to be counted. There's only a few players, probably, if you at a push, not that it's anything to be proud of. Jack Wilshere, Hector Bellerin, and maybe Cech are the only players that could leave that field on Saturday, with Mustafi to a degree, in my opinion, Koscielny in the first half, they're the only ones that could leave with any sort of pride or self-dignity based on how we started the game. Yes, it was only 1-0, but we never got battered, but it did feel like 5. But yeah, man, this year as well, he's made 28 appearances and he's got 7 goals now. He's a defensive mid/box-to-box, and that's what I want to sign him for, so we don't need to speak about the goals. But that shows you someone that's technically very decent. You know, Wenger likes all of that stuff as well, so that could be a plus point as well. He's more than just a defensive mid, just a brute, which African players seem to get labelled, which is disgusting. Now another debate now becomes, if he did sign, once he puts on the red shirt, all of this sauce is lost and he becomes as clueless as the other players in a system that doesn't work, or a system that we don't really know what it is. I mean, hell, we don't know what we're doing defensively. We don't know how to press collectively unless it's once in a blue moon in a big game, which didn't happen against Spurs. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I fall in love with the guy. It's his first season. I don't want to get too excited, but this was once said about Kante, and I'm not comparing them. They're two very, while you could say they both box to box and defensive mid, they're two very different players in my opinion. But yeah, guys, the Doucouré, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I really want Doucouré, or he should at least be on the short list. Do you guys agree, or am I waffling? Get in the comments, subscribe, do the rest of it. I'm out.